Now I'm about to do my own little confession. So forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. But here it goes. I want to talk about something that happened. I don't think I've talked about this yet, but I want to talk about something that happened over Memorial Day this past summer. My friend Brian and I...
So his head was bleeding.
But he was cleaning the floor.
And he was just cleaning the floor?
Yeah.
Because they're, like, obsessed with cleanliness?
No, just because he, like, respected the place and stuff like that. I don't know. He wanted to make sure that he didn't damage the train station and stuff.
So, did the girls see you?
Thankfully not. They kept going. But my friends certainly gave it to me for a while.
I was like, hey, you want to go down to the beach? So he was like, sure. He's spontaneous like I am. So we decided, hey, it's 5 a.m. We'll head down to Rehoboth Beach. And so we went, and we loaded up on liquor. As soon as we hit the ABC store in Delaware, tax-free, so how can you beat that?
Did they eventually come and help him?
Yeah, actually, security had to escort him out and take him to the hospital because he refused to go. And, like, I was looking at it from upstairs, and I could see the gash in his head. It was pretty big. It was bad.
Yikes. I bet. Did you hurt yourself?
No, thankfully. I did catch myself and everything, but it was just an embarrassing moment.
And then came the nighttime, and we decided we got to find a club to go to. So we took a trolley down to Dewey Beach, which we didn't know really how far away that was. It was a good 5 minutes away. So on a trolley, we're going 25, 30 miles an hour. So that's a decent distance. Went to this rock and roll club.
I don't know if I'd be cleaning up my blood if my head was like all cracked open and, I'd be like, someone help me.
I'd be like, lawsuit. I'd sue instantly.
I just met these guys too, so I look like a total goober.
A goober?
A goober. Total goober.
I don't think anyone's used that word on the show yet.
Well, first time for everything.
A couple more drinks, one thing led to another, lots of good-looking ladies out there. I don't know what it is with me. DJ Nick the Slick seems to attract the older women. Let me put it for you this way. She looked like she was 19.
Tell me what your tattoo means.
Alright, this one right here says Fusion. This is the first jiu-jitsu team. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is my team that I joined up. And it's underneath my arm because whenever you go to competitions and you win, they raise your hand.
All right, well, be careful on those curves.
I will. Which
right.
ones? The curves.
Whatever the girls talk about. But I'm ching.
I asked her, I was like, how old are you? She was like, how old are you? And I was like, how old do you think I am? She was like 25, and I was like, no, actually I'm 21, and she kind of blushed and stuff.
And then you can see your team name whenever you raise your hand. So a lot of jiu-jitsu guys have their team names inside. So that's that tattoo. The rest, they don't really have meanings. They're just there. Decoration.
Decoration on your body.
Yep.
Cool.
In Russian, the Russian version of "dadunch" is kaboomf. Kaboomf.
That can't be too bad, because you must be like 19, and she was like, no, I'm 35. So I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And that was just totally a buzzkill right there.
Kaboom.
And where did you learn that?
My Russian friend told me. They go kaboomf.
That's pretty great. Thank you.
On campus. So I challenge any listener right now to call in with someone older than that. 35 is the age to beat. Actually, I can one-up that. There's a story in Miami that has to do with a 42-year-old. But we won't go there right now. We're gonna get back to more hip hop and R&B. What have I got lined up for you? I think I got some Jay-Z and Beanie Siegel on the way. Loud Mouths with 5 Z's playing all your favorite hip hop and R&B on WGMU.
All right, Aziz works at the info desk, and I've always wondered if people ask really stupid questions, because I'm sure there are people out there, right?
Yes.
So will you please tell me a story about that? Okay, well, Karen's going to tell us a really gross story, so let's hear it, girl.
Okay, so one time I was really dehydrated and I was really famished.
So this is what happens on Campus Confessionals. When nobody will talk to me, we get the camera guy to get on, okay? So this guy, he has got the best hookup story I've ever heard ever. So here goes.
So I ended up passing out on myself. Not only did I pass out on myself, but I threw up on myself. I peed on myself, all in front of this guy I was dating.
What are you doing?
Can I take the mic, please?
No. Come on, that's like my biggest pet peeve ever, when people grab the microphone from me.
All right, fine. The funniest questions I've had was when a girl came up to the desk and she said, no, I went down to like G13 downstairs and nobody's there, and I know we're supposed to have class and stuff, so what do I do?
Gross.
It was really disgusting. I was in the hospital all night with 9 IV bags, and it wasn't a pretty sight.
All right, basically what had happened was I used to work at Ben & Jerry's.
Used to being keywords.
Being the key words here. And this is the story of how I also lost my job, by the way.
I was like, honey, class is next week. She's like, are you serious? I was like, yes. So that was one really, really sad, pathetic question.
All that just from being dehydrated?
Dehydrated and famished. I forgot to eat. Isn't that crazy?
So I was just chilling with my girl. We just went and got something to eat after work, and just coming back to drop her off at her car or whatever.
Was she a freshman?
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't? So she has no excuse.
Yeah, no excuse at all.
Oh, man. What else?
Always are asked, where's the JC?
Just one meal, or?
No, breakfast and lunch.
Oh, goodness.
Your meals, kids.
And, I see the store. I'm just like, hey, there's no one there right now. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I got the key to the store. Let's go scoop some ice cream.
Where's the 5th floor? That's a common question. There's only 4 floors in the building. Old lady asked me what elevator goes to the parking deck.
So, were you drinking the night before or something?
Definitely not drinking.
Oh, sure.
But let me tell you that when the ambulance people came in, they kept asking, has she been drinking? Has she been drinking?
Oh, no, he didn't.
And by scooping ice cream, I meant going to have sex in the ice cream freezer.
And my roommate and best friend got so upset, she started yelling at them. She was like, clearly she has not been drinking. She just peed on herself. Can you please clean her up? Thanks.
Woo.
Basically, what had happened was that, we just got in the store, we just got in the freezer, we're doing our thing in the freezer.
She's like, yeah, will you please clean her up? Because I sure don't want to.
Right, exactly. It wasn't a pretty sight.
No, so we got out and we moved to the cake table where they make the cakes.
Oh, well, by the way, I made a cake on that table the very next day, not knowing what had just occurred on it a few hours earlier. The horror. So tell us.
So yeah.
Well, thank you. I hope that you remember to eat and you don't, have that experience again.
Definitely not.
Thank you. Oh, jeez.
So, I'm doing my thing, whatever. I hear my phone ring, like, a bunch of times. Like, the whole time my phone is basically ringing, like 5 times, 6 times, phone ringing. I'm just like, damn, I'm not going to get it. 7th time, I'm just like, well, looks like I got to get it. I look at the phone, like, it's my cousin, who's also the manager and my boss. Yeah, he's like, what is your car doing outside the store? I'm like, oh, nothing. I just left my car there. I'm not at the store or anything. And he's like talking to me on the phone. We're having a conversation the whole time. Meanwhile, he's like opening the door of the store, like walking in, and I'm like in the back behind the door, just like watching him through like the little glass dome through the back door or whatever.
Thanks for joining us today on Campus Confessionals. It was a pretty decent show, but I'm hoping that next week more of the ladies will come and talk to me. So ladies, go out and have a really hot weekend. Come back. Let me know about it next week in the JC. Until then, I'm Antonia, and I'll see ya.
And eventually he's just like right up on the door, and by this time I like put my underwear on and like I'm just like talking to him on the phone, like he's about to come in through the door, but I bust out through the door and I'm like, no, you can't come back here. I'm definitely naked and having sex.
Yikes.
And so he's like, you're fired.
Ouch.
And I was fired.
That sucks.
It's the end of the story.
And now he does camera work for Campus Confessionals for free. It's okay, Karouge. Yay!